everybody, Brandon Parker, back again with another tutorial. This time this tutorial is going to be on Dreamweaver, teaching you the basics on how to create your first web page, whatever, in HTML. So I'm going to show you how to do that inside of Dreamweaver. So let's open up Dreamweaver. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, what you can do is you can go to like create new HTML, PHP, whatever you're trying to do. You can do that, but I would do this for this reason. Go to File, New. Because you select different templates. Say you want one that has 2 columns, fixed right sidebar, left sidebar, whatever, something like that, right here. Or you can select to do like create from scratch. So it's already highlighted. So I'm going to create from scratch. So I'm going to do that. Okay, and this is what comes up. And you can see it right here in live view. And you can have it in split. So have it in split view. Have that selected. And then go to your head, it'll say like title, untitled document, or you can go right here, it'll say title, and it already says untitled document. So you want to change it to whatever you want to title your web page. I'm going to do this, my home page, right there. Okay, press enter right there. Okay, and then right there, I'm going to go to my body. Let's create that. I did not want it to do that. I'm just going to delete that. Okay, right there. Okay, and then inside your body tag right here, where it says body, you're going to add, say you want to add like a banner image, you could do that. Let's go to window. If you don't have like this right here where it says image, so you can insert your banner image or whatever, make sure you go to your window and go to insert. And also make sure your properties are checked, because right down in here it'll say properties. Okay, and you can view the properties, okay, of your down here properties, and you can like add links, lists, stuff like that. And you can go to right here, it'll say page properties right next to list item, and you can mess around with that. You can add like a background image. Say you want your whole background to not be white, you want it to be like a texture, something like that you made in Photoshop, or you found online, you like the background and it's a nice texture or whatever. You can do that. You can also change the background color. You can change the text color of the page, link colors on the page, visited link colors on the page if they're already been clicked on, active if it's active and it's being clicked on right now, and it's the one that was clicked on now. You can change the color of that, stuff like that. You play around with that. Appearances and HTML, appearances and CSS, all that. Headings, you can change like heading colors, all here. Mess with that. Heading 1, you want this to be red. Heading 2, you want that to be green, whatever. But now you're going to mess around with that too much, so I'm just going to go to OK on that. And then I'm going to go back to here. And if you can't find this after you've checked it, make sure you look right here on the right side. And this insert area tab right here should be, you should be able to find it right here on the right. I moved it to over here by clicking right here in the blank area, and you could drag it. You could drag this. Okay, so that's how come I have it right here in the center on the top. So I'm going to click on the image, and I already have it because right here, this is the one I want, header image. So I go to that. Right here, if your root folder, if you haven't created one or whatever, because the folder where all your files are going to be put together, make sure you create a folder, a root folder and everything. But I don't really need one because I mess around with an FTP and I have a host and everything, and that's just a host and everything where I do all my stuff for my website. So that's why I don't have one. And if you want to copy it there into that root folder or whatever, it'd be best that you do that. Okay, I'll go to no for right there. And then this will come up if you want to, when you hover your mouse over it, the arrow on top of the image, it'll highlight, like it'll come up the name of it or whatever. If you want to do that, type that there. And if you want to click on it, and it'll take you to a certain area to whatever you click on. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it as is right there. And then this is what will come up. Okay, actually, I don't know why that happened. It should come up, but it linked it incorrectly right there, because right here this is not exactly how it should be. It should be like this. Because sometimes that'll happen if if you don't actually have a root folder. So I would do this again and get it to come up. Let's go to image. Okay, go to right here. Okay, I'll choose that again. Path right there. I guess I'll try to header, save it right there. Okay, that's what it should have did. Okay, sometimes that happens, depending. If you don't have a root folder, sometimes it won't show up correctly. So this is how it's supposed to be coded. It's supposed to code it like this. It'll say file, and since it's on my book and it's in pictures, other pictures, website, all this, you should make your own folder just to make it easier so that this could always come up and it gets coded correctly. So like earlier, what I just did, it got coded incorrectly. It was reading it wrong or something, because I don't actually have a root folder for it. Because I don't really mess around with stuff really inside that's not on the internet. I usually do it through my FTP. I always create separate files and then upload them through there. So that's why I don't have a folder. But if you're trying to create a website and it's your first time creating a website or whatever, it'd be best that you make a folder for it and put all your files inside of that folder. So if your website is like Pixel Pocket Media, you create a folder called Pixel Pocket Media, and then put all your HTML files in there, your image files and stuff like that, so it could be linked easily and you won't get incorrect coding. So that's that. Okay, and you can see that the coding for it. What's pretty neat about this, it makes it pretty easy. You don't really have to know all the coding and everything by memory or whatever. You don't have to memorize all of them, because it kind of does it for you. Like right here, it coded it for me. It put the image code, which is image src. But since I've been messing around with HTML and PHP for a while, and I've read books on it and stuff, I kind of already know how to do this myself. If I wanted to do it manually, I can code it if I wanted to. But it's pretty neat because you can kind of be a little lazy and it'll do it for you. It'll code the image coding and all that, so that's pretty sweet. That's what I really like about Dreamweaver. It's actually a lot easier to do than manually if you're trying to do it in Notepad, if you have Windows, or if you have Mac text edit. So it's pretty sweet doing it for you. And that's pretty neat about Dreamweaver. So there's the image code, and then down here I'll show you you could add lists and stuff like that. So you can go to back down here where it says properties, you refresh that. Okay, so that's what's pretty neat about that. Oh, ordered list, oh, right there. Okay, we don't want to have it start right there because I had the cursor in the wrong spot. That's why for the, okay, now we're gonna have this right here. Okay, it should come up now. To do this, refresh this. Okay, now we want this. Keeps doing it up there. It's not what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this and move it over. Sometimes that'll happen. It'll put it in the wrong spot. We're going to copy this. Okay, delete that. Because I don't want it to be, I want the unordered list to be, yeah, the body right here. We want to paste the coding of the body right there. Now we want it to be like this. Okay, unordered list. If you want to have a list of something, maybe you list of categories or something. You want to have I'll say name something. I'll just say movies. A list of movies: Terminator, Batman, Spider. Also, what you would do is you probably might make sure that you put the, okay, say we want this. Okay, we go to copy this tag. Make sure you have it to be, okay, paste this, because and then you have the close out one. Okay, copy this. We want to close out this. Make sure it's always like this when you're trying to do an unordered list. Okay, it'll say the list tag, then the but make sure you have it like this, exactly like that. Then each one, okay, you do that. Then you right here do this, okay, for the list, and then you do this, close it out right there, and it might manually do it for you, which is pretty neat, depending on what you're doing. Okay, right there, and then it'll do it again right here. Okay, it'll close that out. Okay, right there. And actually, I don't need this last one right here. I don't need that. Just the closing of the unordered list. Just the closing of that. And then we'll split this again. Or design. You can see it in the design view right here. See that right there? That's the unordered list. To have an ordered list, you got to go to OL is for ordered list. Okay. Okay. So we're going to split this. Yeah, OL is for ordered list. And then it'll be in numbers 1, 2, 3. UL, it'll just show the dots. So UL's unordered list, it'll just show the dots. So that's that. Or if you want to add paragraphs, so we'll just leave that and you want to add a paragraph. There's paragraph tags. If you do it manually, the paragraph tag is just P, like this. That's for the paragraph tag, and then you close it out like so right here. You want the paragraph 10 right here, somewhere, wherever you want 10. That's the paragraph tag, and it did it for me because it knew that I wanted to put a paragraph tag, so it knew that. Or you can have it do it for you if you didn't know, or if you forget that, you can refresh this right here, and somewhere right in here, see, oh, hold on. Oh, format, yeah, paragraph, if you want to have a paragraph right here, okay, yeah, you go to format, paragraph, and then it'll add it for you. Okay, you can add like a paragraph. Then you just delete that right there, and you just go type in whatever you want. So this is like paragraph. I'll say this is an example of a paragraph. Okay. Okay, and then I'll do it again. Go down in here. Okay, refresh this. Okay, format, you want paragraph. Do that again. Then I'll just paste this, what I just said here, so you can kind of see what it looks like. Okay, okay, copy, and then I'll just paste this right there. Okay, I pasted that right there. Okay, and then view this. You can see that paragraph, except I didn't copy that correctly. Got the H. Now we go back to here, design view. You can see that right there. It's a paragraph. That's what a paragraph looks like right there a little bit. So that's pretty much it on this tutorial. Just wanted to show you a little bit. Showed you an unordered list. I showed you some paragraphs. Showed you how to insert an image. Make sure that you just go to your window to get the insert to pop up so you can see this tab right here. And it might not be on the top center when you check it. It might be somewhere on the right. Just move it, put it on the top so you can see it better. So move it by doing this. And then it'll turn like blue to put it back on there, wherever you want to put it. You can mess around with that positioning of it, how you want it. And then that's that. And then for the properties, to get that to show up, make sure it's checked in the window area. And then you go down in here and it'll say like page properties. You might have to refresh it so you can see this come up. And then you go to page properties, messing with the appearance, with the background. If you want a background image, the texture, if you want to stuff like that, or you want a background color, you want to change the color of it, you want to be red, white, black, whatever. And then it'll tell you the number coding for that, which is pretty neat. So it tells you the coding of it. So if you want to know the coding for that, you want the color coding, stuff like that. So it's pretty neat. So it's like gray right now because I selected right here. And so it's kind of like gray. So that's the coding for that. And that's it on this tutorial. I hope you got what you're looking for. How to create your first web page in Dreamweaver. That's it. See you later. Check out my website, which is pixelpocketmedia.com. That's my website. I'll put a link to that somewhere in the description box to my website, and you can check out what I have on there, all my tutorials and everything and stuff like that. You can check out my other videos from my other two channels, Spinock and Fantasy Art videos that I've done there. Spinock, I do random videos there, effect videos, all that I show you here on this channel with all my tutorials and everything. And then on my Fantasy Art, I'm going to be making that to like a gaming channel where I do like video gameplay videos. I'm going to do like some on Call of Duty, Black Ops, some on Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to do videos on that. And classic video games like Sonic, stuff like that, Sega games, Nintendo games, stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing gameplay videos there soon because I was doing fan videos there. So check out those two channels and subscribe to them if you like my work that I do here on this channel, which is MasterSun88 with all my tutorials. And that's it. Don't forget to check my website. I have a forums there. I'm going to have to add you manually if you want to get onto my forums, because it's for security reasons, so I don't get porn spam or other stupid spam that people like to post on forums and stuff. So that's why I have it security and stuff like that, and I have to add you manually. So that's it. See you later, and that's it. Come on.